Last time on Cinema Steve, we spoke about pre-production, what inspired the shots, and now we're going to talk about principal photography.
Jumping through the lanes, watch me double dutch. Spend $1 million in a year so I could double up. Ain't no ceilings in my building cause we coming up. Double cup, you don't feel us, get hit with an uppercut.
So for majority of the food shots, this was the lighting setup that we had. We had the key light, which was a softbox on the left side, and then we have the rim light, which was more towards the edge of it. And the reason for that is because when it comes to food, you want to do the beauty shots. You don't want any shadows. You want nice soft light wrapping all around it. And then you're going to want another source that's going to separate it from the background. It's going to make it pop out more. So for the drink shots, we pretty much had the same concept. We got the tungsten with the gel and the diffusion on the right side, and then on the left side we had the softbox. We were also able to pull this shot off with a slider, and I will show you the slider that we used right here. The brand is Cinovate, the model is Doozy, and this one is intended for such a large camera as the Ursa Mini that we have been using. Now for this drink shot, it was pretty challenging because it's glass. So what we did was we kept the softbox to the right of it on the other side of the bar. We removed the diffuser so that it's not as soft, so because when it comes to fluids, it needs a harsher light hitting it so that you're able to see it. In this shot, we had the softbox to the left side of the camera so that it can give them the key light, and then behind them we had the rim light, which we used a red gel on the tungsten to highlight the back of their heads. Now this shot in particular was very challenging because if you notice, right behind them is a giant mirror. So we had to position the camera in such a way, and I had a duck, so that I'm not caught in the shot and any other lights or crew are appearing in the shot. But we pulled it off. Here it's pretty much the same scene, we just repositioned the lighting just a little bit so that we could get the camera in the shot and get everything pretty much looking clear. In this shot, my god, was it hard. Must have been 16 takes. Yeah, there's a lot going on right here. Let me break it down. So first things first, let's start talking about the lighting. On the top where you see tungsten, that was used to highlight the girl and the dish that's in her hand, because remember, by this time it's already nighttime and the lighting is not so good. So the next lights that we're gonna see, look to the bottom right, you're gonna have the orange light. That one was kind of like orange yellowish, and that was pretty much the rim lighting for the two actors that were at the bar. Now the one next to it is the green light. That green light was for the couple that was dancing. Next to that, to the left, you have soft boxes. One of the soft boxes was to give the key lighting to the two actors that were at the bar, and then the other one was to light up the scene of the table where the food was being served. Now time for blocking. So you're gonna see me as the camera as I'm backing away from the waitress. I turn over to the bar, I turn around to the dancers, and I go straight to the table. This was challenging because everything had to be timed perfectly. There was a bunch of times where I was messing up. How I also pulled this off was we filmed it at 60 frames per second. For those of you that understand that means everything was going to be slow-mo, which gave me the option of what's called ramping. That's why you see some shots with slow motion and then it's sped up, and I was able to pull that off. This was something that I've always wanted to try out on a commercial, and it was well done. We executed it. It was perfect. I was completely happy with the shot. Now we're going to talk about camera movement and special effects. So right here for this dish, we had a little turntable that we had borrowed, and so we were able to put the dish on the plate and just spin it, and that's how we were getting this nice effect. Same with this one. We filmed it like at 60 frames per second, and that's how we were able to get that quick spinning and then slowing it down. Now, as far as the special effects goes, if you've noticed that there's steam coming out, yeah, that food was not freshly steaming when we were filming it. It did sit there for a few minutes, but we had a steamer on set and we just put it right in front of the dish, just beneath the lens, so it looks like it's hot and steaming, but you would have never caught that now, would you? Here I wanted to do something a little different. First of all, I wanted to push into the dish to get slightly over it. And then the next one, you know, I wanted to do the regular sideways sliding, but I tilted the camera at an angle. Something I never done before. I just wanted to see, you know, would this be a good look? Will it work? And apparently a lot of people liked it. Doesn't look bad to me at all, you know. So it's definitely always worth it to try something new, you know, just experiment and get out of your comfort zone. With this detailed shot, I specifically used a macro lens, which allows me to really punch in and get all those nice details. And when it comes to food, that's what people want to see. They want to see the nice, tasty looking details. When you do a restaurant commercial, nobody could care less about the environment and the walls and the paintings that you got hung up. Nobody cares about that. They care about the food and if it looks good and if it looks appetizing. If you pay attention to commercials like Applebee's, Olive Garden, and all those other big brand commercials, you know, they emphasize on the detail of the food. So, you know, when it comes to doing a restaurant commercial, I strongly advise that you concentrate on the food and don't get a boring wide shot either. Get in there, like get your face and your lens in there, and you'll see how satisfied your client will be, and also the mouths that will be dropped wide open and drooling when they start, you know, feasting their eyes on the commercial. So that's it for now as far as the principal photography goes. Please stay tuned for the next one that will be on post-production of this commercial. If you guys like what you're seeing, you know, please follow. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. It'll really motivate me to do a lot more videos. You know, and especially if you guys have any questions, I would love to answer them, maybe in the form of a video. Like if you guys need that type of tutorial, you know, it'll give me some ideas. All right, guys, till next time.